Right now, I'm in my home studio. I have my yin yang poster. I have my Sri Yantra. I've got my crystal. I have my meditation cushion. But all these things are the external. And meditation is purely about the internal. Meditation is a means of discovering your true self. And what I mean by that is that there's something that lives within us that knows the right way, the right path, the right thing to do. Just like everything in nature seems to know exactly what it needs to do without us interfering, anybody teaching it. There don't seem to be any education or university for any other species or element in nature. It just seems to know. There just seems to be something ingrained. People can argue that it's genetics, but there's always kind of an essence behind every living thing. And so as human beings, we're so intelligent. Our minds are so sharp that we easily get caught up in thoughts and emotions and sensations, and we begin to start feeling empty. And this emptiness actually arises from the fact that the essence is becoming very far away from you. You don't know yourself. You're doing all the things that everybody else is telling you to do. You're listening to society, you're listening to your parents, you're listening to your friends, when in fact the only person that you should be listening to is yourself. So you continue to do all these things that you think are the right thing to do, or at least your mind's telling you the right thing to do, out of fear, not out of courage. And eventually, you begin to feel empty and depressed and anxious. And so meditation is the ultimate medicine. And the reason why it's the ultimate medicine is because when you're aligned with yourself, when you're following your inner being, everything that you do has a fullness to it. So even if you're sick, even if the body doesn't feel well, there's a fullness to it. Maybe you can relate when you were a child. There was much more of a fullness inside of yourself. The younger you are, generally the more fullness there is, because people haven't influenced you enough yet for you to become separated. And so meditation is a journey inward. It's actually a journey of shedding. And so in the Zen tradition, they often say things, no blank. So for example, an element of enlightenment for them is to achieve no mind. And an element of enlightenment is to find no way. And really what that's pointing to is that you begin to shed everything that you think you know, everything that you've acquired, so that once that all has shed, you begin to perceive one-on-one direct experience with your own very essence, which gives you all the information that you need. So this might be sounding a little bit wishy-washy and spiritual, and that's okay. Because what I can tell you is that once you begin meditation, the feeling of well-being, the feeling of fullness will be so apparent that you won't even care about if it sounds wishy-washy or not. You'll become addicted because you'll realize that this is what you've been missing your entire life. So if I were to break down meditation into its essence. There are many different meditations, but the meditation I'm going to talk to you about is the foundation. And that foundation is becoming a witness to yourself. So when you become a witness, two elements arise. You, the essence, become a witness. What are you witnessing? If you're able to perceive the rise and the fall of sensations within yourself, that means that you are separate. Just like you can go to a movie theater and you can watch a film, you are not assimilated with the film, you're able to watch the film. In the same way, inside of yourself becomes somewhat like a film. You begin to perceive the coming and the going of the sensations. And so meditation in its distillation is being rooted in your witness. Because what you'll begin to realize is that all these thoughts and these emotions that you struggled with and wanted them to go away, and if there was a lot of bad things, you'd say, this is a bad day, this is all bad. And then when there are good things, you'd say, this is good. But all this kind of like stimuli that's coming and going within yourself, it's not you. It's something that comes and goes. But what's the thing that is always the same? What's the thing inside of yourself that is you, that is constant, moment to moment? So that's something that you're going to discover when you begin meditating. And so, in essence, meditation is dropping all of the stimuli within the self, and once it's all gone, once you've created such a distance between you and the sensations, you go, oh, there I am. And when that happens, there'll be such an immense joy, because you'll realize that no matter what, no matter how you're feeling or the thoughts that you're having or what's going on around you, you can always be you. Till next time. Zazoo.